Stop spending your money on tools you do not need. Stop feeling lost when you see the sheer amount of options available on the market. I got you covered. Today we will take a look at the tools you need to start working on your Gunpla. I will put timestamps so you can skip to the most needed section. So without any further ado, let's start. This is the starting kit everybody absolutely needs. First of all, a cutting mat. You want a safe surface to work on. They come in different sizes, starting from A4, which is pretty tiny. You should aim for an A3, or if you have enough space, just go for an A2. It's going to give you enough surface to work on your kits. A hobby knife. This is the bread and butter of every builder. Just make sure to change your blade often, so it's going to be nice and sharp. A pair of side cutters. You will need some heavy duty ones, mainly for the first cut to separate the parts of the runner. Single blade nippers. I can't stress enough how important it is to have a good one like the God Hand SP120 for shaving off the nub on your parts. I want to show you the difference between the side cutter and the single blade nippers. If I cut this plastic beam with the side cutter, you can notice, hopefully at least, how the part is uneven. It's been pinched and deformed. A lot of stress has been applied on it. Instead, if I use the single blade nippers, you can see how much slicing into it is like using a knife. Look how much smoother is the part, so much less stress applied. You can still see the discoloration on the beam because of its thickness, but compared to the side cutters, it's such a better result. Tweezers. They can really help you out manipulating small objects, especially if you have big hands. After using these regular ones, I recently switched to these high precision tweezers from Ray Studio. They are really great for grabbing the water decals, sliding them off the base and apply them on the mother kit. I don't know about you, but sanding really relaxes me. It's also so satisfying to see your part nice and polished. So let's check out some tools that will help you out achieving a great result. Here I have two main options for sanding: sanding sticks and sanding sponges that will help you with different kind of parts. You can buy a sanding stick like this, a rigid metal bar with an adhesive sanding paper attached to it. Or you can make your own with a popsicle stick and some double-sided tape. They are perfect for flat surfaces and to keep the borders of the piece nice and sharp. The sponges are instead flexible and works great for curved or uneven surfaces, but they will give you less control on where exactly you're sanding. All the sanding products come with a number. It represents its coarseness. A low number means it's really coarse. A high number means it's fine. You always want to start sanding with the lower number and then move up to the highest one during the process. Another option is using glass files to remove your knobs. I have been trying out this from Razer. They are way faster and will literally eat the plastic, but will not give you the same good results of using sanding paper. Compared to other cheaper products, the Razer ones have a curved border that will avoid digging into the plastic if you're not paying enough attention. After sanding, you want to polish your part for a perfect result. You can buy a polish box for a few bucks, but I actually use the balancer from Razer. You want to start with the bottom side, that is more coarse, and then finish with the super fine top part. If you are interested in knowing more, I have a full tutorial on how to remove dump marks on my channel. Some pro tips about cleaning your tools. Keep a moist sponge close, easy as. A couple of quick passes will remove all the plastic dust on your tools. For cleaning your parts, there are two great low-cost ways. A toothbrush is great for cleaning inside the panel lines, especially if you've been scribing. For plastic dust, just go to the closest convenience store and get yourself some cheap makeup brushes. They're just perfect. I cut the tip off the last one to make it slightly harder. And if you're liking this content, don't forget to remove the dust off that like and subscribe button with a nice click. There are a couple of different ways to panel line your Gunplas. The easiest one is the Gundam marker, like this fine tip one. They come in different colors too. You pass it on the line and it's done, simple and easy, but the result is not optimal in my opinion. You should consider trying out a liquid panel liner, and the best options on the market are the Tamiya panel liner and the Mr. Hobby Mr. Weathering Color. The Tamiya one is really good and comes with a brush. The problem is that it is infamous for cracking the plastic if you do not apply a protective coating first. Mr. Hobby never gave me any of these issues, but you will need a brush or a pen to apply it. I mainly use the black one for almost everything, and this orange rust one works really well for any yellow part. As I said, you will need tools to apply the Mr. Hobby Weathering Color. I fell in love with this pen from the SPA. It has a very small tip and it's so precise. It will rarely leave a blotch of ink, so the cleaning process is so much faster. The tip is removable and you can buy the replacement one, but if you take good care of it, it will last for a long time. Alternatively, you can just use a paintbrush, but it is much easier to make a small mess, and cleaning will be so much more hard. For cleaning your panel lines, Tamiya has a specific product, but your easiest and cheapest option is just getting some lighter fluid. The Zippo one works like a charm. Mr. Hobby instead requires its own Mr. Thinner. They both work in the same way. Just get a Q-tip, make sure it's not dripping wet but just moist, and rub it over the line to remove any excess. As much as is effective, the Q-tip is not the best environmental friendly option, to be fair. I prefer using an erasing stick, like this from Ray Studio. The tips have a nice and sharp angle for precision cleaning, and you can actually clean them pretty easily, so you can use them for way longer than just a single Q-tip. To apply your water decals, you will need some tools that you already named. The hobby knife to cut the decal you need, the tweezers to manipulate it. I suggest to use a container like this to soak the decal in water, something small and with low sides. Get yourself some Q-tips too for adjusting the decal on the model and remove any liquid excess. There are two more products that are a real game changer. Mr. Mark Setter is basically a glue that will make your decals stick so much better. You can apply a bit of it directly on the Gunpla, but you can avoid wasting some by actually sliding your decal on the brush with your tweezers. Mr. Mark Softer is a bit more situational. It really helps on curved or irregular surfaces, like for example a panel line. It will soften the decal and make it almost melt with the part. Just be really careful, because it's going to be much more easy to just rip the decal off. Make sure you use a Q-tip to softly adjust it and remove any excess liquid. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments below if there is any other tool or technique you have been using. Keep calm and keep building!